Welcome back to my daily English motivation channel. Today's story is about a young boy who walked through rain, mud, and difficulty to learn English and build a better future. His journey is a reminder that success belongs to those who keep going. Let's begin. There was once a young boy named Ravi who lived in a small village near the edge of a long river. His village was peaceful, surrounded by green fields, tall mango trees, and the sound of children playing in the afternoon sun. But although the village was beautiful, opportunities there were few. Most people worked hard in the fields and returned home tired each evening, but Ravi was different. He dreamed of learning English, of speaking confidently, and of finding opportunities beyond the village. He believed that if he could speak English well, the world would open its doors to him. But there was one problem: there was no English school in his village. The nearest town was far away, on the other side of the river, and he had to walk there every day. This is his story, and maybe, in some way, it is your story too. The first day of the journey, one early morning, long before the sun rose, Ravi's mother shook him gently. "Wake up, son. If you want to go to the English class in town, you must start early." Ravi rubbed his eyes, still sleepy, but excited. He put on his simple clothes, picked up an old notebook, and stepped outside. The world was still dark. The birds were quiet. The air was cold. He looked at the long path ahead, the muddy road that led to the river. He swallowed, took a deep breath, and began walking. After 1 hour, he reached the river crossing. A small wooden boat waited there. An old boatman looked at Ravi and laughed kindly. "You look very young to travel alone." Ravi smiled. "I have to learn, sir. I want a better life." The boatman nodded. "Good. People who walk early will reach far." Ravi held those words in his heart. A journey not easy every day. Ravi walked 2 hours to school and 2 hours back. Sometimes he was tired. Sometimes he felt sleepy in class. Sometimes his legs hurt. Sometimes he wondered, is it worth it? Do I really need to try this hard? But then he remembered something his mother once said. If you do not walk the road, you cannot reach the destination. So he kept walking, even when it rained, even when the sun was hot, even when he felt alone. The classroom, when Ravi arrived at the classroom on the first day, he was shy. Other students seemed confident. Some already knew basic English. Some had better clothes. Some came from wealthier families. Ravi sat quietly in the back. When the teacher asked students to introduce themselves, Ravi's heart beat fast. His palms were sweaty. He was afraid to speak. When his turn came, the words barely came out. My name is Ravi. I want to learn English." Some students smiled kindly. Others whispered and laughed. Ravi felt small, embarrassed, and uncomfortable. But the teacher looked at him and said warmly, "Very good, Ravi. Every strong speaker was once a shy beginner." Those words became his first spark of motivation. Slow but growing, Ravi studied hard. He practiced spelling. He learned small sentences. How are you? My name is, I am from. He watched English videos at night. He wrote new words in his notebook. But even after months of studying, he still made many mistakes. His pronunciation was rough. His confidence was weak. One evening, after a long day, he looked at his notebook and said to himself, I am still not good. Maybe I am not smart enough. Maybe I should give up. Just then, his grandmother, who saw him sitting alone, sat beside him and said, Do you know how bamboo grows? Ravi shook his head. The bamboo stays underground for years before anyone sees it. But during that time, it is growing strong roots. When it is ready, it rises faster than any other plant. Then she touched his head lovingly. You are growing your roots. Ravi smiled. Those words stayed with him forever. One morning, the sky was dark. Heavy clouds covered the village. A storm was coming. The villagers stayed indoors, but Ravi looked out of the window and felt torn. He had never missed a single class. But today, the rain was strong. The river was dangerous. His mother said, Maybe stay home today, Ravi. It is not safe. Ravi lowered his head. He understood the worry, but something inside him said, If I stop once, maybe I will stop again. So he packed his notebook, put a plastic sheet over his head, and stepped outside. Rain hit his face immediately. The road turned muddy. His shoes got soaked. He walked slower than usual, but he did not stop. 3 times he slipped. Once he fell badly and hurt his knee. He almost turned back, but he remembered the boatman's words, his grandmother's story, his mother's belief, and his own dreams. So he continued. When he reached the riverbank, the boatman looked shocked. You came today, in this rain. Ravi smiled, shivering from the cold. I must go. If I miss one day, I lose one chance. The boatman took him across carefully, and after another long walk, Ravi reached the classroom wet-tired and shaking. His teacher stopped the lesson and looked at him in surprise. You came in this weather. Why? Ravi answered softly. I want to learn. I cannot miss today. Silence filled the room for a moment. Then slowly, every student began clapping. That day, Ravi learned something bigger than English. He learned what commitment truly meant. Weeks passed, months passed. Slowly, Ravi became more confident. He started speaking more. His pronunciation improved. His vocabulary grew. One day, the teacher asked a question in English. What is success? Some students answered with simple phrases. But Ravi stood up and said, Success is not arriving fast. Success is not being better than others. Success is walking every day, even when the road is difficult. The classroom went silent. The teacher smiled proudly. Ravi began helping other slow learners. He sat with them, practiced with them, and shared everything he learned. He had once been shy, but now he was a leader. At the end of the year, there was a big exam. Students who passed with top marks would receive a scholarship to continue learning in the city. Ravi wanted it badly. He studied every night, sometimes until midnight, sometimes fighting sleep. He practiced speaking, listening, reading, and writing. But when the exam day arrived, something unexpected happened. As Ravi walked to the river, he saw the boatman sitting sadly. The river was swollen from the rains. The current was strong. Ravi, the boatman, said, "It is not safe today. The river could take the boat away." Ravi stood still. His heart dropped. If he could not cross, he would miss the exam. A whole year of effort would be wasted. For a moment, he felt helpless. But then he remembered every day he had endured, the long walks, the rainstorms, the mistakes, the embarrassment, the pain, the desire to grow. He clenched his fists and said, "I must try. I cannot let fear stop me today." The boatman thought for a long time, then nodded. "Very well, I will take you. You have earned this." The river was rough, but together they crossed safely. Ravi thanked the boatman and ran all the way to school. He arrived just as the doors were closing. He sat for the exam. Some questions were difficult. Some words he had never seen before. But he never panicked. He did what he could, calmly and confidently. When the results were announced days later, Ravi had placed first in the entire district. When Ravi brought home the certificate, his mother cried with happiness. His grandmother laughed and said, "See? The bamboo is rising." Even the boatman gave him a big hug. "You walked farther than anyone," he said. "You deserve the future you are walking into." Ravi received his scholarship and prepared to study in the city. But before he left, he returned to the river, stood at the same place he crossed every day, and whispered to himself, "This is where my journey began, and I will never forget it." A message for every learner. Ravi's story is not only about a boy in a village. It is about every person who is walking their road, step by step, maybe slowly, maybe silently, maybe without applause. It is about you studying English even when tired. You listening to lessons even when others don't see your effort. You trying your best even when mistakes happen. You believing in your future even when the present feels difficult. Success is not about luck. Success is not about talent. Success is about showing up. Just like Ravi, remember, you don't need to be fast. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to keep going. Even small steps count. Even little progress matters. Even slow growth is still growth. Like bamboo, your progress may be invisible now. But one day, people will look at you and say, "Where did this success come from?" And only you will know the truth. It came from the silent nights of practice, the mornings when you didn't give up, the mistakes you learned from, the belief that you kept alive. Keep walking no matter the weather. If you are tired today, remember, every master was once a beginner. Every fluent speaker once struggled with basic sentences. Like Ravi, you may be walking in the rain, but the rain is shaping you. The journey is building you. The effort is preparing you. Keep your notebook open. Keep your headphones on. Keep your heart strong. Your day will come. Final words. This is not just a story. This is a reminder. If a boy from a small village can cross a river every day just to learn, then you can take one more step today. Because success doesn't belong to the lucky. It belongs to the consistent. Keep walking, keep learning, keep believing. Your future is waiting. Thank you for watching. No matter where you are or how slow the journey feels, keep moving forward. If you want more motivation and English learning every day, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next video.